Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Superstar PartyPlex 12 FPS. Love to hate you. My name is Zen, and today I will be playing Bailey Avalon, aka the Rainbow Rabbit, aka RaRa. And with me today we have.
Yo, hi. Today I'm going to be playing Nova Stage, the building everyone loves.
Yeah! We've got we've got a very beloved character and a very hated character sharing this
Mm-hmm.
FPS. Hehehe. Um, hmm. So I think this starts around closing time at the Partyplex, the day shift has packed up and left. The night shift is just getting started. And Bailey, in her security guard uniform, is just kind of hanging around in the parts and service room, sort of poking through some tools. Yeah, she has plausible deniability if anyone walks in, but she seems to be up to something, perhaps.
And wouldn't you know it, someone's paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
If Bailey tries to take anything, the second she grabs it and turns to walk away, the door opens and Nova strolls in.
Yeah, I feel like she, picks up a couple of screwdrivers and turns to walk out of the room and. Oh, Nova! You're still here?
Yep, I got assigned to a couple things after hours, so gotta get to work. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. How have you been?
I've been pretty good, making some new friends among the staff and all that.
Aw, how fun! So, what are you up
And
to in here?
oh, well, I had to grab a couple things for one of the technicians.
Aw, samesies. You want to go walk 'em over together?
Sure, I'd love that. And she's gonna go over and grab some things.
Hmm. Yeah, Bailey sort of stands there watching and waiting for Nova to lead the way to whatever technician she's supposed to be bringing these tools to.
Yeah. And she's like, come on, this way. And she starts walking off.
Hmm. Bailey's following behind her.
Yeah, a good thing about Nova is that she's got a lot of information, just so she knows when someone's about to need something.
Oh
So
man.
they end up, I think, not in the arcade, but like somewhere nearby where there's a machine on the fritz, and Ajax is working on it. And Nova's coming up like, "Hey, you needed these, right?" And he's gonna look over, and Ajax isn't the type to question things. If it works out, it works out. So while he didn't exactly ask her to get these things, he was about to need them. So he's like, "Yeah, thanks," and just goes back to his job.
Hmm. Yeah, Bailey watching this just like, wow, they sure do keep you busy, don't they?
Who's she saying that to?
It's a Nova.
Yeah, she just smiles and is like, "Well, it's fun though. They say if you love your job, you'll never work a day."
It's fun to run tools around to people and
Yeah,
mop
because
up
then I get to
dirty
see them.
floors. And mop up dirty floors and take out trash and stuff. I know they have you do janitorial stuff.
Yeah, they do, but then I get to think about how happy the kids will be running around in a clean place.
Hmm. Bailey kind of wants to roll insight and see how genuine Nova is being.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because she's like, press F to doubt. 18?
Yeah, 18. Uh, she is being completely genuine. She does, like, honestly, uh, think it's fine doing some of the tougher jobs if it means people can be happy about it afterwards.
Aww. How sweet. Bailey internally like, that would be a useful attitude if you weren't so goddamn positive and
Just like, man, if only I had you on my side.
mm-hmm. Well, I should bring these tools to the technician I was talking to. Uh, do you want to come with?
Of course.
Great, they're right over this way. And she's gonna start leading Nova through some of the staff tunnels.
Yep.
Towards like a quieter area of the partyplex.
Yeah. I think as they're walking, Nova's like, wow, they must have this person working on something really remote if we're going this deep.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of uh security doors out here that need to be maintained, and she like stops walking for a moment to hopefully have Nova sort of bump into her, and then I think turns around and I mean she's having the screwdriver. She might as well use the screwdriver. She stabbing at Nova with the big screwdriver she's holding. Does
Where exactly?
oh probably in the chest, going for between the ribs.
Right in the heart.
Mm-hmm. 22 hit.
I mean, yeah. It'd be pretty weird if it didn't.
All right, so that's 5 points of damage.
Yeah, but since this is an FPS all about the shenanigans, I think we can just say it does more than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bailey is just like, you always have to stick your nose in everywhere, don't you?
I think Nova's got like blood starting to trickle from her lips, and she just looks at Bailey. And most people would be like shocked, betrayed in this, but she just smiles and is like, well, yeah, I love to gossip. And then she falls over.
Oh, Bailey pulls the screwdriver free, more blood spilling to the floor, and she sighs and wipes the screwdriver off and goes to get a mop and a trash bag and clean this up before anyone else finds it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nova the entire time is just like, how much blood is too much blood? How much blood is too much blood?
Is this a normal amount of blood for an adult?
Yeah, she's trying to make it convincing.
Mhm.
She's like thinking to herself, I should ask Kestrel sometime how much is too much.
That won't alarm Kestrel at all.
Yeah.
Hmm. Is Nova's body still there when Bailey gets back to clean it up?
Nope, and there's not a hint of blood either.
Well, least she cleans up after herself.
The immediate assumption is that she just wasn't dead and just got up and walked away.
No, I don't know what the assumption was, but Bailey doesn't have to clean it up because it's Nova that died. So she like sighs, puts the cleaning supplies away, and heads back to the basement, back
Yeah.
to parts
Did
and
she put the
service.
screwdriver down at any point while getting the cleaning supplies?
I feel like she cleaned it off and then maybe put it in her pocket or her hammer space.
Okay.
Unless you have something fun.
I mean, I think it would be really funny if she set it down and then when she went back to get it, it was just gone and there was like, I don't know, a sheet of stickers where it was supposed to be.
Oh, that is fun. She like she does pick up the sheet of stickers and looks them over. What kind of
Uh,
stickers are they?
uh, Rylan themed.
Hehehehe. Oh, well, hmm, could be worse. She tucks those away, heads back down to parts of the service to get another screwdriver.
Yeah. Do we think this would be a really funny moment for her to just be there?
Yeah, like Bailey walks back into parts and service and Nova is there already, maybe holding the same screwdriver.
No, no, she can't give it away because she wants to mess with Bailey. So I think she's
Mm-hmm.
just uh, like humming and like dusting off shelves with a duster.
Ah, Nova, they got you on what, overnight cleaning?
Yep, fancy seeing you here.
Yeah, had to run a little errand for one of the technicians, pick up a couple tools. You seen a 5/18 screwdriver around here by any chance?
She sighs and shakes her head. Is like, nah, I think someone took all the screwdrivers actually. We might have to get a new order. And she like points to the shelf where the screwdrivers are and the box is just empty.
All of them, huh? I'd better
Yeah,
check.
she yeah, no Nova looks annoyed and is like, I swear, these people don't know when some pranks are too much. It's not the first time someone's just gone and stolen stuff from here.
Well, I'd better check the security tapes. That sounds like a pretty serious issue if they're stealing tools like that.
Well, that's a good idea, actually. We should.
No, you want to come along? All
Sure, why not?
right. Hmm. Bailey heading to the security office very nearby, parts and service
Yeah,
to take.
Nova just follows along.
Hmm. She's taken a look back at the security footage from tonight.
Yeah, uh, and wouldn't you know it, the footage doesn't show the earlier interaction. It just shows Nova coming in and starting to clean.
Huh. Interesting. With a dirty 20 on deception, yeah, Bailey doesn't seem to notice anything strange about this or find any of this unusual. She just sort of watches through the footage, keeping an eye on the box of screwdrivers to see.
Yeah, at one point it looks like Nova leaves the room and then some sort of shadowy figure just like takes the box out of range of the camera and then when it put back there's nothing in there.
Oh, hmm. I mean, Bailey does know a certain shadowy figure.
Who's known for pranks.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, that's going to make it rather hard to find who's responsible. Hopefully they'll turn up again soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you and the rest of the security team will find them. You guys are really good at your job, after all.
Aw, thank you. Hmm. Well, I'd better probably go start looking for them. See if maybe any of those screwdrivers are around here somewhere. Have fun with your dusting.
And she leaves.
Mhm.
Oh, I think before she does, she's like, "Oh, actually, one of my friends joined the security team recently. Have you seen him yet?"
We have a lot of people on the security team. Who are you talking about?
My friend James. He works in the kitchens during the day shift.
Oh, yeah. He's your friend? He seemed a little bit, I don't know, violent for you?
And she like looks confused and she's like, "James? Violent? That dude's like a puppy dog. He couldn't hurt a fly."
Well, he had a little bit of an outburst when we first met. He tried to attack me.
And she puts on her best concerned face and she's like, "Really? Maybe I should check up on him sometime. He must have been really stressed if he lashing out at people.
Yeah, I
Thanks for
mean,
telling me."
I guess it was after that whole thing in the basement where I guess he got pretty shaken up by that, but you're saying he's not like that usually? That's a relief.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it.
Aw, thank you. That would mean a lot. I like.
Yeah, have a good day.
Alright, you have a good night.
Mm. And as Nova leaves, I'd like to roll an insight on Bailey to see how
Sure.
she's feeling after the James mention.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Yeah, I think that's still up against her 21 deception from the James mention,
Yeah.
unless you want me to roll again. But,
It would be fun to see her reaction, so maybe roll again.
mm-hmm.
See if I've got a chance. Nope!
22! Nope.
22.
I mean, it seems like she's genuinely, uh, worried for the guy.
Yeah.
Worried about
Nova
someone
doesn't
with
believe
a.
that 1 second, but she can't tell anything more, so she doesn't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Worried about someone with such a volatile temper on the security team.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, like, after Nova leaves, that facade is probably going to drop a little bit, and Bailey kind of scowls, but Nova can't call her out on it because Nova, as far as Bailey knows, wasn't around to see that.
Yep. So
Hmm.
yeah, successfully ruined their plans to get screwdriver.
Yeah. Shall we jump to a different day?
Yep.
Let's shake it up from the basement a little bit. Uh, hmm. I think it's a day shift, the middle of a busy Saturday afternoon, when Bailey walks into the kitchen, uh, looking for looking around at the shelves of already prepared cakes and cupcakes and such.
Hmm. No, Nova's gonna wait and see what she does before she comes in.
Mhm. Yeah. She's kind of just looking over them, it seems like. Reading the names on some of the cakes. Uh, but it seems like she's a little bit disappointed by what she sees and doesn't see what she's looking for.
Mm. I think at that point Nova comes in with like a box of ingredients to like put in one of the pantries.
Mhm. I'm rolling perception for Bailey to see if she notices Nova first, or yeah, I dare say she notices Nova with a 25. She like straightens up and turns to look at Nova and is like, "Oh, hey, Nova."
Oh, Bailey, you're in here. Hi.
Yeah, you know, mixing things up a little. Get it? Like cake mix? Uh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
aw, thanks. Uh, just taking a little look around. What are you doing?
Oh, we got a delivery, so I'm helping put these ingredients in the pantry.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So you got any reason in particular you're in here, or you just felt like coming in?
Well, I mean, I like to stay up to date with, what sorts of cakes we're offering. Um, yeah, see how the decorations look. I'm rolling
Our
her.
kitchen staff is our kitchen staff is so talented.
Yeah, that's a 29 deception.
Mm.
If you want to try an insight against it.
I mean, I don't think it's possible. The insight buff isn't high enough to where even a nat 20 wouldn't get it.
God damn.
In some in some people's games, a nat 20 is an instant success, but I don't know if that's the case here.
Nope.
No,
So yeah,
yeah,
as
some
as far as you can tell,
okay.
yeah, I mean, Bailey seems interested enough in like fashion and decoration. Maybe she just wants to see how all the cakes look.
You,
You need any help carrying those uh supplies in from the truck?
oh, sure, that'd be really nice. They're pretty heavy.
Yeah, they look it. Well, I'll do my best.
Thanks.
Hmm. Yeah, Bailey walking back out to the loading dock with Nova.
Hmm. And yep, sure enough, there's a truck with ingredients.
Hmm. I'm guessing like a ton of staff bots rolling around,
Mm.
pulling things off the truck.
Yeah.
Mm. And Bailey will pick up a couple bags of flour or whatever to carry back in.
Yeah. Nova keeps going for like the big boxes of stuff.
Wow, you can lift all that?
My arms are gonna hate me in the morning, but yeah, it's better to get it all out fast, right?
I guess so. I guess I don't really know much about unloading trucks, but you're stronger than you look.
It's not that big a deal.
Maybe not, but still.
Mm. And they they can just keep doing that until Bailey decides to do something or until the truck is empty.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like, hmm. Because I feel like the loading dock, when there's no trucks around, would be pretty empty. So I feel like Bailey will help Nova unload the truck. And then they make one final trip out there, and the truck has, driven off.
Mm.
And the staff bots that were unloading it have dispersed.
Yep. And Nova like wipes her forehead with the back of her arm and is like, well, that's a good job done.
Yeah, looks like that's about everything taken care of.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Oh, of course. That's what I'm here for, to help and keep people safe, but I can multitask.
Mm. You said that was almost everything taken care of. Did I miss something?
I don't think so, no? I mean, I guess we could check if there's anything left from the truck that hasn't been put away yet.
Yeah, we should do that.
Uh, roll investigation, I guess.
Yep. Investigation. 16.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Nova will manage to find like one more crate left sort of out of the way.
Like, oh man, we really did miss something.
Huh, look at that. I would have thought the staff bots would have found that by now. Um, hmm. Looks like this one's supposed to go back to the freezer instead of the kitchen.
Well, we can handle that no problem.
Yeah, although it's probably better off if you carry it. It looks a little bit heavy for me.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got it.
Lead the way.
And she does. And Nova has a clue of how this is gonna go, but she's not gonna show that off.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, hmm. Actually. Hmm. Yeah, Bailey walks behind you into the freezer and watches you get the box situated. And, it's like, well, you certainly do get quite a lot done around here, huh?
Yep, that's kind of my job. Doing every little thing they need me to.
Aw, busy little worker bee.
Yeah, Nova just will smile.
Oh, wait, Crows brought up a good point. Is the hair wire dent still there on the inside of the freezer door?
uh, I mean, nobody's discovered it yet, probably.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's just a dent in the freezer door. I,
Yeah. I don't think
I
Nova
think no,
sees. I don't think Bailey sees it with a nat one.
yeah, that one. Yeah, I think Nova will like go over to the door and is like, "Oh, hey, there's like a dent here. What the hell?" She's gonna like get up close to inspect it.
Huh. Wonder who could dent a door like this. I mean, stupid question, probably Archie, but I don't know what he'd be doing
Or
in here.
or Chip. You know how she likes food. She might have stumbled.
Yeah, I don't really think of her as being, you know, a big, strong animatronic like the others, though. Archie seems more likely to punch something.
Yeah, but again, any animatronic can damage something if they trip and fall into it. They are heavy.
Hmm, I guess you're right.
Yeah. Nova just idly wondering when is she gonna do something.
oh, and I think Bailey's like, well, I better get back to making my rounds and make sure everything's okay. I'll see you around, right?
Yep, bye.
Hmm, and Bailey heads out.
And Nova's just like, she didn't pull something this time. Interesting.
Nope. She considered it, but as far as she can tell, nothing she did there was suspicious enough for her to have to kill Nova to keep it quiet.
You So they just had a pleasant interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Another time skip.
Yep. Probably down in the basement again, where the shadiest of things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe heading over to the endo hallways to go meet with Hairwire. Although she would be in RaRa
Mm-hmm.
costume for that, but so something else.
No, it would be funny to run into Nova while in RaRa.
Oh, fair enough. oh, in RaRa costume, then heading towards the endo tunnels.
Yeah. And I think when you get there, Nova is just leaning against the wall, just idly looking at her Razwash.
Hmm. So that's 26 on stealth. Rara is trying to sneak up on Nova so that she can, like, whisper directly in her ear before Nova realizes she's there and try and spook her like
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
So she, like, quietly makes her way over and then, like, whispering in Nova's ear, like, oh, what you looking at?
I I think Nova looks up and instead of being surprised, she just smiles and says, "Oh, they've got a new cartoon going."
Rara is just like, it takes a second. She's baffled by Nova's nonchalance here. Like,
Yeah, as good as a stealth roll as that was, again, this is the building.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but she doesn't know that. She's just like, do you really have time to be worrying about cartoons?
I mean, yeah, I'm
and
on break.
and she's pulling out a knife from her hammer space.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard the stories by now about the big bad rabbit in the basement?
Well, I mean, yeah, but from what I heard, he was dark and barbed wire and stuff. Not so cute like you.
Oh, you really think I'm cute?
And she's like, well, who wouldn't with that kind of adorable aesthetic?
Exactly. That's what I was hoping for. oh, I don't want to run. That just makes things easier for me, doesn't it?
Why would I run?
Because I'm going to kill you now.
And does she attack?
hmm
Okay. I want to see if I can maybe like sleight of hand or agility something to make a like put them in a fun pose before she can actually kill Nova.
Yeah, we could do contesting acrobatics if you want.
Let's see. What's my acrobatics? Yeah, sure. 16.
So
Ooh,
it's a
that's a
22 for
22.
Bailey. So I feel like with a 16, Nova gets to do some kind of cool, like, drop and slide out of the way of Bailey's initial, like, attempt to stab her.
Well, I
Or,
was rolling something myself.
oh?
Uh, I said 16 because I was looking at the thing that was rolled in the chat. I
Oh.
got a 22, so meets it
Ooh,
beats it.
yeah! So, like,
So yeah, I've got a pretty cool thing in mind.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think as you go to stab, Nova like lashes out and like grabs your arm and like with the with the kind of finesse you'd see in like a karate class, manages to flip you around and pin you to the wall while she's holding up the wrist that has the knife in it.
Bailey is, like, giggling the whole time, like, you're not as cute and harmless as you seem either.
Well, plenty of cute things are dangerous.
Obviously. Oh, this is a fun turnaround from usual. Most people go
Yeah,
down
and
so quickly.
well, I'm not most people, am I?
I guess not. I'm gonna have to get creative with you, aren't I?
I'd love to see what you have to try next. And then she's gonna like squeeze your wrist to try and get you to drop the knife.
Yeah, well, she'll drop it.
Yeah. And Nova's gonna like kick it away with her foot so hard it embeds in the wall on the other end of the area.
Ooh. Da-da-da-da. Mhm. I am looking at my spells. Um, and I think like she's not fighting against Nova's grip. Instead she's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. So I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 17.
Ah, dang, that makes it.
Mm.
Let's see, do I get on a successful save, target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. So, let me mark that I cast that and roll for 3d6 psychic damage, which you're gonna take half of.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 psychic damage as a discordant melody that only you can hear uh
Mm.
fills the air.
Yeah. And I think she's gonna smile. It's like, oh, they're playing music.
Yeah,
And
I guess it is a kind of music, isn't it?
yeah, and because that one song that I associate with these two, would it be funny if we had Nova pull her into a dance?
Yes.
Yeah. So so I think Nova's just like, let's dance. And then she like starts she like pulls you into the proper position for a waltz. and starts dancing along to the music she can hear.
Mhm. Rara's not really fighting against it. She'll go along with dancing with Nova. She's like, wow, you really are something different, huh?
Well, I mean, I am the only one with my job, aren't I?
Oh, and what job is that?
Doing whatever people need me to do.
Hmm, I don't think it's whatever people need from you.
Well, sometimes people don't know what they need.
Oh, how cute.
Mm. And I think eventually as the song in her head fades away, she like dips RaRa to like end the waltz.
Oh, man. Well, aren't you fun?
I try to be. And she pulls her back up and then starts spinning her around so she gets dizzy tune style and then lets go so she runs into a wall.
Ah. Mm, yeah, I feel
It
like.
is coincidentally the wall with the knife in it.
Oh. I feel like she kind of like smacks into the wall and stays there for a moment before she starts giggling again, like, you just don't know what's good for you, do you?
What do you say is good for me?
Mm, you should be a little bit more careful, Nova Stage.
And why
um,
is that?
because one of these days you're going to get hurt. And she turns back around from being thrown against the wall, and between her hands, the shadows are starting to solidify into the form of a sword. She's casting Shadow Blade.
Nice. And I think since we had our fun moment, Nova will sidestep this one.
Mhm. Oh, but it's just getting started for RaRa's fun moment. She smiles at Nova, although it's behind the mask, so you can't really tell, and says, you should probably start running now. And she uses her cantrip on off, and the lights in the hallway go out, leaving it in
Mm,
pretty much blackness.
yeah. I think Nova does get prepared to run and says, "All right, but if I win, you have to give me a prize, okay?" And then she bolts.
I'll give you the best prize of all. And I'm glad I turned out the lights because that gives advantage on attack rolls made with the
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Blade if it's dark. 23?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, Nova starts running, but RaRa catches up with her, and uh you know what's cool? Like the sword going through her back and coming out of her front, like Nova looks down and the tip of the blade is sticking out of her chest.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that should about do it. As
Mm,
the sword dissipates into just intangible shadows again.
yeah. And Nova falls.
Looks like it's lights out for you.
Mm,
And Bailey flicks the lights back on to have a look.
yeah. Pengu said how much blood, and I'm just like, I think she would have talked to Kestrel about it by now, so it is a normal amount, the
Mhm.
correct amount.
Mhm. Oh, you know you could have avoided this whole mess by just sticking to what you were supposed to be doing. She's talking down at Nova's corpse and then, heads out of the room. She always prepares to clean this back up.
Mm.
So coming back with cleaning supplies to mop up all that realistic amount of blood.
uh, I think Nova, purely because she's like, it would be funnier to make her clean it all up. The body's gone, blood is not.
Mhm. You made such a mess here. uh, and yeah, she will go about mopping up the blood.
Yep.
She has done this before.
Yeah. At least it seems like Nova never remembers the events that happened.
Oh, putting Nova aside, Bailey has mopped up blood before.
Yeah.
But yeah, she especially does not want to get caught for killing someone that won't stay dead. If she's gonna get caught for a murder, it should at least be a murder that sticks. So she carefully cleans up and then heads on to go visit Hairwire, maybe with still a little bit of blood on her. Yeah, that's probably fine. We cannot have Hairwire cameo. MJ's not here.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. No gay rabbit. Only this gay rabbit.
You only get one gay rabbit per game.
Yeah. Yeah, next time Bailey goes up to the regular place, Nova's in a break room chatting with people as if nothing happened.
Oh, yep. Bailey's just
I'm very glad we got the I'm very glad we got the waltz scene in.
yeah. I'm rolling a deception for Bailey. That's a nat 20. Yeah, she looks totally unfazed. She sees Nova chatting with other coworkers and is like, "Oh, hi guys. What are you talking about in here?"
And I think Nova's like, oh well, there was this stunt one of the animatronics pulled, and they were telling me about it.
Aw, fun. Sorry I missed it.
No worries, I know you're a busy person.
Yeah, the PartyPlex is a big place to keep track of everything.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, all sorts of things happen.
Oh, yeah, you could say that again.
Yeah. Hell, I bet there's things happening right now, even under our noses.
Oh, gosh, I hope not.
I mean, as long as it's nothing harmful, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, but still. As the head of security, I like to know what's going on, you know?
I get that.
Well, I guess I can't be here all the time to see everything.
Yeah, can you imagine if someone could?
Oh, yeah, that would be a lot for anyone, I think.
I guess it depends on the person, really.
Oh, still, all the time for this whole building, I think that's more than any one person can keep up with.
Probably, but this is Ankwell. You never know.
You have a
And
point
she just like
there.
takes a, yeah, she just takes a sip of her soda.
Mhm. Bailey gives her like a friendly smile before heading out again.
Yeah. I, I think Kestrel in the background gets a random text just going Lamau, lol even.
Pengu saying Kestrel just text back question marks.
He does not get an answer.
Hmm.
People always wonder how Nova hides herself so well when she's so obvious, and she's just like, it's really funny. It's really funny to drop hints and no one knows a thing about it.
Mm-hmm. I think I
Because
wanted
who's
to.
gonna make that assumption?
Yeah, that would be a wild assumption to jump to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do at least one more time skip. I have another idea for some goings on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm. Hmm. So I think it's another busy weekend day again, and Bailey is working security in at Gator Golf, sort of keeping an eye on all the kids as they go through the golf course, making sure people stay together, and this big party of a bunch of uh kids comes in together and they're goofing off and like golfing but also just like playing around with each other. And she's like, internally to herself, like, I bet it would be a while before anyone noticed if just one of those kids left the group, and sort of
Yeah.
slips through a staff door uh, into the tunnels to go, change into her RaRa outfit. But I'm guessing right behind that door is probably Nova.
It could be, but it would also be really, really funny if she tries to lure a kid. Like, she gets one of the kids separated, and then when she tries to go lure them, Nova just shows up and ruins it.
Alright, yeah. She, like,
Yeah.
gets into the staff tunnels, finds a camera blind spot, changes into her RaRa outfit, sneaks back out to Gator Golf. hiding in the bushes and whispering and trying to get a kid to come over and investigate.
Yeah. And I think eventually one kid does wander off towards her. And right as they're about to get in range, Nova shows up like, "Hey, sweetie, you shouldn't separate from your group like that."
And I think Nova's able to steer the child back to the party, but
Yeah,
oh,
like she like gives them stickers and like some tickets and stuff to incentivize them to listen to her, and put the kid back in the proper group.
oh, and RaRa is just boiling. While Nova is reuniting the kid with his group, she sneaks back to the door to the staff tunnels, but keeping it open just a little bit, peeking out to watch Nova and glare at her.
Yeah, and like Nova starts patrolling the area to make sure no kids are getting separated from their groups. Every time one looks like they're about to wander off, she shows up with like toys and stickers to incentivize them to go back.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And I feel like if Nova walks past the security door where RaRa is, RaRa will pull her back into the tunnels.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, and she's just like, "Whoa,
you are getting to be quite the annoyance.
have I met you before? Hello?"
Aw, you don't recognize the Rainbow Rabbit? I thought the whole place was on high alert for me.
Why would the whole place be on high alert for a fursuiter?
Oh, for a fursuiter, probably not. For a murderer, sure.
And she like looks her up and down and says, "Yeah, murderer. Okay." Like Nova's going out of her way to kind of taunt her.
You want some kind of proof?
I mean, if you have any. But I've really got to get back to my job, you know? I don't have time to entertain
Oh,
random people.
oh, this won't take long at all. And I think she, with one hand, slams the door shut just over Nova's shoulder, and with the other, pulls a dagger from her hammer space and presses it to Nova's throat.
And she's just gonna stare down at the dagger being pressed against her and is like, "Well, that's a threat, not anyone could make that kind of threat, you know."
Yet they don't, the cowards that they are. And I think she
So you're
starts pressing the
telling
knife a little deeper, so that Nova
Yeah,
is starting to bleed.
yeah. And I think Nova has decided if she's gonna mess with her, she's gonna go all out. And she's just like, "So you're supposedly a serial killer, luring kids in here and killing them, using a child's entertainment place as your hunting ground, right?"
Well, that's the idea when people aren't gumming up the works.
And Nova just gets like this really smug, like, whole "I'm better than you" look, and it's like, plenty of people have done that before. Been there, done that. What makes you so special?
not just ask me that.
I really wanted to slip in the line from Moon and help wanted to, so I did. And I was like, come on, there've been plenty using that modus operandi. And there've been plenty who look all colorful and cutesy to lure in people. There's really nothing special about you.
I'm not exactly reinventing the wheel, but but that's not really important, is it? People are still
Like,
fascinated with the killers no matter how many act the same.
well, I mean, at this point, I think everyone's just, annoyed with you. You're a pest at this point.
Mm,
Nothing to be curious about, just something to see and deal with.
well, that's because they don't know about what I've done yet. I'm not looking to get caught so early. Once they do catch me, though, oh, they're in for a shock.
Maybe, but who knows? Maybe there's someone actually special in this place who can deal with you better than the rest.
I'd like to see them try. Anyway, I'd ask if you have any last words, but I don't think these are going to be your last words, are they? I'll see
Now,
you
what the
again.
hell do you mean by that, lady?
I'll see you again real soon.
Mm,
And she like presses the knife
yeah,
deeper in until Nova is drowning in her own
mm.
blood.
Yeah, I think because RaRa is under the assumption that Nova doesn't remember a thing after these, right?
Uh, yeah, I feel like she thinks Nova's not aware of what's going on. In which case, Nova won't remember having this conversation.
Yeah, so I think she like lashes out and yanks the mask off.
Oh. Bailey's standing there over, like, Nova, who I imagine is collapsing down the wall holding the mask, like, aw, real clever. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough to save you here.
And she's like, "Oh, Bailey, really? Why'd it have to be you? Of all the people." And like her voice is like gurgling and stuff. And she's just like, "Well, you should be careful, Rabbit. You know how much people love to hunt them." And then she like breaks the mask in two
Oh,
as she dies.
you know how long I worked on that? I feel like honestly she's going to kick Nova after Nova breaks the mask.
No, I mean, like, it was pretty obvious, like, she took her last breath as she broke it, so there's no satisfaction in kicking someone who's already dead.
She picks up the two pieces of the mask, like, I knew I should have learned mending. Oh, what am I supposed to do about this? I guess I can tape it back together for now. Ugh. She looks down at Nova's body and is like, I am really starting to hate you.
And Nova's body is still smiling because she was smiling when she died. It's almost as if it's mocking her.
Ah. Oh, you stupid. Ah. She is pulling
Uh,
out of her hammer space a large garbage bag to start cleaning up. She has noticed Nova's body is gone when she leaves and comes back. But maybe if she doesn't leave, maybe if she follows through on the whole thing without losing sight of Nova, maybe then it'll stick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nova internally is just laughing so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, ooh, I know what to target now.
Oh, the mask! Or, uh,
Just
uh,
the costume in general.
man, yeah. You're insulting her whole shtick as a cute and colorful little rabbit. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. I think she like gets Nova's body in the trash bag, but then struggles with lifting it and winds up having to sort of drag it a little bit until she can get it in her hammer space, perhaps. She wants to clean this all up fast before anyone comes through and sees this. It's a busy day.
Yeah. While watching her do that, Nova's just like snickering, like to herself from her true form of being the building.
Mm-hmm.
So I think somewhere someone like in the kitchen sees the popcorn maker go off, and like the hissing from the popping sounds kind of like laughter.
mm-hmm. uh, and Bailey cleans the place up and changes back into her security uniform and marches out to the back alley. Uh, like it's just a normal day. Uh, and tries to pull out the bag with Nova's body from Hammer Space and leave it in the dumpster. She pulls
I
out the
mean,
bag.
it, nothing's changed. As far as you're aware, this completely worked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she hefts the bag into the dumpster and it's like, good riddance.
Yeah. And then when she goes back in and goes to clock out for the day, guess who she runs into while clocking out?
I'm gonna guess Nova.
Yeah.
Hmm. A 22 on deception. I will roll that at disadvantage.
Yeah, I want to see her seethe.
It's a
Dang it.
nope.
I
22 is the
I
lower, but roll perception, roll insight,
I
because I
could
think 22 is
potentially.
beatable.
It is beatable. Come on, come on. Yeah! Not 20! 23, baby!
Yay! Yeah, you can see Bailey sort of like stop for a moment as she sees you, and then she smiles like usual and is like, "Oh, hey, Nova, are you working overnight tonight?" But like
Mm,
her smile is strained, and you can tell she is not happy to see you.
she's seething.
She's seething.
Yeah, Nova just smiles like seeing any other old friend. She's like, oh, hey, yeah. You clocking out for the day?
Yep, gotta go home and take care of some things.
Well, I hope you had a really nice day today.
Aw, and I hope you have a good night shift ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Have fun.
You
And
too.
she walks off.
hmm
And like Bailey doesn't see it because she's leaving, but Nova just has the biggest, most smug grin on her face now.
hmm Oh, Kestrel clocking in alongside her, like, what's going on here?
everyone who shows up to clock in would be so confused.
Just like, wow, Nova's in a good mood today. I wonder what that's about.
She looks like the cat that caught the canary. Or maybe a more accurate term is the bear that caught the rabbit.
Oh boy. Hmm. I mean, breaking the mask, RaRa's gonna be out of commission a little bit for a little while she fixes that. Do we want to
Oh,
stop the FPS here, or do you have more ideas?
I think that's a good stopping point. It fades out on like uh Bailey seething and Nova looking so happy.
Yeah, another win for the Superstar PartyPlex.
Yee.
Oh, well, that was fun. Thank you for playing with me,
Yee.
doll.
Thank you for playing with me. We finally got to have the Toxic Eerie on screen together.
Yeah! And thanks to everyone listening now and in the future. I hope you had fun.
Bye bye.
Bye!